Hello, everyone. So before we get started, this game is called Assemble with Care. If you hear talking in the background, I have Dwarf here with me. Um, this is a game that I was debating streaming, but I didn't think that it had a lot of playtime because I saw that it was around like a 2 hour game, and I didn't really feel up to streaming it recently, but I did want to still play it. So you guys are getting a little uncut version of this. Also, I am sick, so I apologize if you hear coughing or occasional sneezes. I will try to mute them. But yeah, I have Dwarf here, and uh, the lovely Moss is also um, hanging out in the lurking background. Yeah, I'm gonna get started. Also, every time that I alt tab out of the game, the audio will stop, so I will do my best to try not to uh pop out too much. And if the game is a bit loud, I'm sorry, I can't change the audio level right now. So we'll just see how it goes for now. But during the test, it seemed to go okay. So yeah, I'll unmute in Discord and get started. Yo. Why'd the game get louder?
You can pull up a control panel to try to lower it. The volume mixer might be helpful.
So
It's
loud.
pretty loud.
Hurt my ears. Ow. I'll try 80. Is that better?
It's up to you to figure that out. It's fine on my end because I can manage it with Discord volume.
Does it? Okay, I can hear you at least, so I think it's near what it was.
That's good. Wow. Let's play
Ow.
with sound.
Ow. Okay, I'm just gonna put it down to 70 now. Ow. Okay, I think that's better. Ow. Oh god. After Maria, hold
You're gonna have to restart.
on.
Year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of travel.
Stop it. Ow. Just gonna. Okay. How's this volume?
Good for me. Is it good for you?
It's not hurting me anymore.
Okay, I think it's a win.
Yay! We're just gonna do it uncut. I'm not gonna restart.
Raw.
Raw, like our science. Ow.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Unpacked.
Said the game name. Wait, wrong game.
Wrong game. Oh my god, I can change the volume.
Wow, that should be the feature that is first in the game immediately, guys.
I'm gonna put it down to here, and then I'll fix the thing so it's back to normal.
Sounds good.
Okay, I think that should be. Ow. Okay, I think it's all good now. Ow. I love that it's the coffee though. I was like, first instinct. Caffeine. Oh. Oh. Pursue. I have little clips like this on my guitar case.
I
Unpacking.
picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service.
It's like unpacking, except for they're telling
My
me lore.
passport. Not many blank pages.
They're yapping
left
about
now.
stuff.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
Picture of myself. I have nothing to say about it apparently.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
It's getting loud again.
You're fine. Smile.
I'm just scared
Finally,
of it being
I'd made it
too
to
loud.
Bella Riva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was
Instant ramen's good,
craving
though.
a decent meal.
Based.
I like instant ramen. I add eggs to it. Yummy.
Egg.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bella Riva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
It wasn't God, was it? I like the way that they're doing the storytelling though. So far. It's
Yeah.
cool.
It was my first morning in Bella Riva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bella Riva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Had one of these when I was really small.
Like, yeah, I had one of those too.
My grandma would give me like classical tapes and stuff to borrow, and I'd listen to them on it during like road trips and stuff.
Yeah.
Restore this baby. Oh, apparently not. How does one rotate? Never mind. We put it back. Everything has its own place.
Oh, there's a rotate.
Get rotated.
Get rotated, idiot.
Oh, it goes with my mouse. Cool.
So you gotta do little spinnies.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Hey, we're getting fast.
Child doesn't even know what
Why?
batteries are anymore. Wait.
Wait, what did
The
I?
batteries?
Why did I just?
You just defied physics. How do you do that?
I'm not good. Come back out. Here you go. Come on.
Not good. I think you're pretty damn good if you could do that.
Okay.
It's impressive.
Go back. Yep, come on. No, wait. Rotate. Oh god.
Rotate that man.
Okay. Rotate it like the gaming grandpa. We gonna use the screwdriver or are we gonna use the pencil? Oh, we're gonna use the pencil.
Why did you do that?
What do you mean, why did I do that? It fixed it, didn't it?
I'm a scientist.
Come on, use your critical thinking, child.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
He loves
Good night,
us.
my darling.
It's like a tape that their mom made them.
Maybe. Lore?
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Damn.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's
And
friends
just
called for her,
reminded the
she
child
dug
that
deep
her
into
mother
her
died.
pockets,
Mother
looking for
perished.
something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually
That's good
preferred a
pay.
check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Unless. How many parts is this? Shattered. Oh no.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue.
It's
Without
Izzy's
thinking, I
dad.
picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
You're not a disappointment.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Maybe.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Jeez. It's a nice knee you have there, but that's not what I need right now.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Stop watching over my shoulder, sir.
She's the professional. She's clearly like the most trusted person in this town to do this job. Please stop asking them questions.
I moved here like a week ago. Just trust, homie. Even if this is way too much glue and it looks like a paperclip. Why does it start spraying the glue as soon as you get on the...
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
You're such a jerk.
Children are just reflections of their environment, sir. You're just a piece of shit. Smile.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor,
Damn.
and that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late.
Getting a good
Again?
reputation.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
I'm solving their family issues.
I say you're already getting all up in their business, their family business.
Disconnected. What happened?
My second day in Bellariva
only
dawned
been there a
bright and
day.
clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
It's 1 a.m. I'm not supposed to be wanting coffee. Please stop.
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Okay, do I need to fix any of your life issues, lady?
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Stop it.
Can't afford to replace it, then you shouldn't have went and broke it. You think of that? No?
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Stop it. I need to take the... Okay, no. Okay.
Well, that circuit board looks pretty crusty, so.
Yeah. She's mentioning how, like, busy they are and stuff, and it's like, I'm trying my best, lady. Okay.
These connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring.
There we go. That needs to be able to ring, so I assume I need to put the wire. Yeah. Can I salvage this wire? No? Okay.
These connections aren't quite right.
I
I should check the
know.
wiring.
I know, chill. Oh, that's right. But do I have more of the thingies? It rings now. Because I need a second one for the thingy, I thought.
I feel like if it were a problem, she would have said something by now, but.
I'll need to check the wires are in the right configuration.
Oh, there she goes.
Stop it! Can I has this?
These connections connections aren't quite right.
I know
should
they're
check
not
the wiring.
right. That's how. This is how it was. I know that these go here. That's what this was doing. There's nothing here. Why are you highlighting it? There's nothing there.
These connections aren't quite
I
right.
know they're not
should
right.
check the wiring.
I need a second one. My second day.
Looks like some of these wires aren't connecting correctly.
Want me to do this then? Because I know that this is working. Stop it! Stop it! um.
I'll need to check the wires are in the right configuration.
They were! I just need the second one. Oops. I need to blow my nose, so I'm gonna inconveniently.
You're fine.
These connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring.
I didn't have tissues. Oh wow,
I need
now
to check the wires are in the right configuration.
What? Oh, okay. It'll let you take the wire out then.
Yeah. It just wanted me to blow my nose. I was like, what the heck? Like, no, no chest, you're not allowed to.
That seemed like the way to go about it, but I wasn't sure.
Looks
I
like
thought
this
so
news
too,
record
but it
board is
wasn't
all
letting
hooked
it
up.
remove it.
Just being finicky, I guess.
Rude. Also, I have to make sure I didn't mute. Okay.
Looks like something is still missing.
My dad has one of these phones. Like, he got it from his landlord when he first moved into his place. It's like tan. It was fun though to use when I was younger.
I haven't actually seen like a house phone for actual decades. So.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
You're saying this and also completing them. Okay.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
You're in debt to me now, I guess? Are you scared?
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to
Could she
leave
be
it to
scared?
dry or let it
I don't
cool
know.
down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone. As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Moss is over here probably like, what is this guy doing in this game?
I need to fix her relationship with her sister.
I was gonna say, now that there's sister problems.
Okay, there's 14 chapters. We got this.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix
The woman in
things.
front of me was
I'd usually go to
immaculate.
an
You don't
expert
just say that
expert
about
in
people.
this town.
Someone's got a crush.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different.
Fix her. Is that what they're talking about?
Oh no.
I didn't want to fix her family.
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera, any professional photographer's dream.
I actually love photography. I never actually had the chance. There was a photography program in my school. But I didn't have enough time in my my class schedules to do it. So I would have learned. I actually want to learn how to develop film someday and do that kind of stuff. But until then, I have a Polaroid camera. Well, two, but only one is working right now. And then I have the Polaroid printer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
The
that
viewfinder
process is really cool,
completely
though.
dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Yes, I can.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Why do we have to put the screwdriver down after every time?
Only professionals would understand.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Dude, chill. Tell me
I'm
I
so
got-
rich. I'm so enough.
I think that's all. Go through the blender. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully they're not like, oh, the angle's not right. I think I'm most... Yeah, okay. Then... Also, your lens is dirty. Is it mad at me because I... Let me rotate it, please.
Still a few parts missing.
Okay. Good. That's everything. Is it not like how I angled the lens? So I need to... I thought that the angle was okay. Me knowing it's a video game and it won't be the end of the world if I do this quickly and not carefully.
Yeah, that's not proper.
Also, why is it? Oh. Why are we rotating it like this? Oh, okay. Doing great.
Yes.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Off to a great start. Yay!
That one was easy.
A lot better.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
Hey, don't disrespect disposable cameras. They're great still.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary.
Holy crap.
But it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
Clearly 3 months.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the
months
same hotel.
salary for an
I
artist
picked
is
this
still
place
$0.
because it was cheap and cheerful, but
She got it for
surely
free.
she could afford
free.
somewhere better.
She dated a guy in France. That's what it was.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
Hey,
Sending
Be
you
nice to
to
your
me might
sister.
be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
hey.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was...
Well, to be fair, there wasn't anyone.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's
and
cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside.
Aren't you supposed
This
to be
might
careful when you work
explain
with
the
like
lack
neon
of customers.
signs? Like actual ones?
If they're like
I'd
xenon
like to put
signs,
it up
yeah,
before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
that's because xenon is toxic.
That's what I'm wondering.
Not all of them are xenon though, so
But I don't know what this is. The lady hasn't told me. It's a neon sign.
it's a xenon sign.
Oh wow, it let me take the wire off. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't. Glue goes here, not screws or anything. Glue. We have power. Oh, we have darkness.
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
I know it's not all done. It's a test. Make sure it actually has power.
I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
No, I didn't want to turn it on. I was turning it off because
I think
I
the
know.
whole thing
Stop
is
it.
supposed to light up.
Ow. Ew. Finger everything. That's okay. Making me miss repo and rotating.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
This is a cafe, I think. She's very indecisive, is what I've learned. Josh's knowledge about how this stuff works is getting a little worried. Because you're a cafe, so it doesn't make sense that it's pizza or ice cream.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Yeah, I feel like the glass was better than like the ice cream.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
That's not the sign that That's not the sign that I chose. That's an ice cream cone.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
I fixed that sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Getting really invested in these people's lives. Yeah. Oh my god.
Game Boy.
It was the day
Legally
before the
distinct
festival,
Game
and
Boy.
the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house.
Hey.
I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst. Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
If a
Izzy
kid
took in
can't
a big
fit-
gulp of air and
I don't think I'll
crawled
be
through the
able
gap
to.
and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
What's this game? Forest Adventure.
Happy Tree Friends.
Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that before.
You broke it, that's why.
I got one of them there cursed discs.
Why are there no screws? Okay. on my DS. I randomly had decided after that I would take it all apart.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a vivid memory of the past. Oh. Okay. This one, no. Okay. I don't remember how the wires went.
Well,
Huh?
I don't remember either, so I can't really help you.
Also, how does this have power when it's...
This is how you fry a component. Smile.
No, because it doesn't have power because the battery's off.
Oh.
Like, I took the battery out, and I don't know why it's showing this.
Fair enough.
That back. Oh, okay. Feels weird that there's no screws in this thing.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Do grown-ups play
No.
video games?
No, smile.
Can you show me how to play?
Oh
I
god.
tried before, but it was so hard.
Oh no. Am I gonna fight it? What's happening? Oh. Wow.
Wow.
I do have a game about taking snapshots that I might be interested in playing on stream sometime.
Her toy fits.
I've been wanting to play
I watched Izzy
Viewfinder for a long
retreat
time,
into
but I
its
have yet to
screen,
get it.
taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Yeah.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
Raging.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too.
So, wartime. When my parents got married when I was little, apparently my older sister didn't want to wear the dress that they had picked out for the wedding, and so she ran off into the ocean.
Rip
And
into
my
the ocean.
dad, while in his attire for the wedding, had to go get her. He was wearing shorts. But it was fine.
It made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Now we have issues.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
God.
The main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good, though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Holy shit.
Oh, what?
Nothing.
Minecraft?
Yeah. Are you doing a watch?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't like that this is running while I'm trying to do this, because it's like...
It's an oscillator.
Should it be going right now?
If there's charge in it, I believe. That's how oscillators work. I think. I don't know.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
Trust, homie. Trust.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Homie. Not now. So why are you staring at me while I'm doing this? I need this part. Oh, I can't just flip through like last time. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I forgot some. Like, I know I need this somewhere. But no. I think this is okay.
Yeah, I mean, that looks right.
This piece that I need to figure out. Yes. Because I put it back together and it... I should consider screenshots before I take these little things apart.
That would be smart, but
The moment we didn't think about it. We being me.
I didn't think about it either, so I can't really say I would have remembered.
Oh, go back. The orientation. Stop taking it. Oh, fine. Put it down. Can Oh.
Hmm? Was that the one that you were missing?
Yeah. Oh. No, you... Okay. A learning experience. Wow.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone
Maybe you
rang.
should.
Even when he
spend
was
some
at
time
home,
with
his
her.
work was
How about
never
that?
done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Part 9. The bigger picture.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knickknack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Love how I just have everything okay.
That light bulb is completely Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
Oh, okay. Thought that was. Oh.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Gonna be sentimental. Gonna start being nicer to your sister when you see it.
Still a few parts missing.
Go up. Needs to go up. Nothing.
Looks like something is still missing.
I know. Thinking. Oh wait, can I? Wow.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Kind of irritating me. Oh.
Looks like something is still missing.
I know, the clicker. Assuming it's a screw the on, because I see where the wire is supposed to go.
Looks like there's still a screw missing.
I know.
The fact that she has to continuously tell you every second is kind of like wild.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister.
I am fixing her.
She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
Boiling point.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously, she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
I have to cook too? Yeah.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
No, don't. This is a bad decision. He's having me make bad decisions. should not be lighting it like this. Oh. Oh. Okay. What? Okay. Sauce.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself. Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Quarter stick of carrot. That's...
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve. My part done, Carmen took over
didn't add
and
tomatoes.
added the finishing touches. It was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived.
Seem to have
with
worked
Izzy
either
in
way.
tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
I don't think I added tomato.
That was so
I
tasty.
liked it.
Can I have some more, please?
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Hey.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together.
I might
Maybe
have
the
added a
festival was
tomato,
doing them some good
I
after
don't
all.
remember.
Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
I thought I was leaving. I thought it was a suitcase. Like, already?
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bella Riva, but I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So
Oh,
that
I'm
evening, I
leaving.
made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bella Riva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on.
Oh, you want me to turn it?
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly. That's the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it. I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
First.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
What's the...
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Stop it.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected
Chill
properly.
out.
I should check the
I'm
wiring.
gonna tell you at least 4 more times, Smile.
That was a... like that. That is okay. Did I just use the wrong module? Oh wait, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. This being my first record player that I have ever put together, I didn't put the belt.
I don't feel like that was the initial problem, though. Because, like, she was not yapping about it, you know?
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
The sweetest words I've ever heard.
This looks nice at least.
What will remain of the smiles, the ones that stole my heart that day?
Cool.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years. Inseparable, once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
Uno momento.
Oh,
Uno momento.
yeah.
Chapter 12.
My final morning in Bellariva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack.
Why am I
I
leaving?
figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help? Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Asks, jeez. Put it straight on the table. I've enjoyed this game so far. I just think it's kind of sensitive when it comes to certain little details.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. As long as you're enjoying your stuff, I think it's all important.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think the story's cute. Didn't expect to be fixing families, but here we are.
As one does when they move to a new town.
Stardew Valley farmer.
I can fix it.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Yes, just throw it on the gold.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new. I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight? Know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight. I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father.
Damn.
Working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that. Especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
Until she gets bored. So basically he'll go back to his own thing once she gets bored of him.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father. and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Oh. My suitcase.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop. The day I left.
Oh.
Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Yeah.
Whether you're just a broken person too.
History of watches.
My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind.
Hey, do you have to use your Does your passport get stamped when you take trains out of countries?
Probably. I imagine that there's some sort of custom that you go through.
The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey.
I can't say for certain. I don't know, but I would assume.
Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough.
It's cool. He gave me a book about watches.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Parents.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
At least you didn't go out of the game with nothing gained, right? Did you think about something?
I can't hear anything. Music's nice though.
Yeah.
There's an epilogue. Honestly, before I do the epilogue, I really liked the form of storytelling that the game had. I think that it's really cute and it's a good play.
Yeah, it was fun watching.
think I liked it a bit more than unpacking just because there was actual dialogue instead of it piecing it together myself quietly. I had mixed feelings on that, but I still think that the game was I liked unpacking. It's just it was a bit quieter than I expected it would be. I liked this game a lot. And the photography references has been kind of in the back of my head as making me want to play the game that I recently got, so yeah. It's been a good game though. Epilogue. What happened?
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
Oh.
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs.
That's cool.
Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Oh, cookie.
I want a cookie.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
A million times? How many times have I been over to your place?
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Is there a manual? Heading off. Okay. Oh, you're telling me where to put them. Okay.
Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Oh, it's telling me, so that's good. Grab you.
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Oh god. Wait, this is right, I assume. Oh, uh,
Finally, no more steam.
learning experience.
Of course, of course.
No, it's not like that. Yeah, I didn't. Ah! No!
Finally, no more steam.
Whatever you did was right.
Huh?
You yanked the part out, and she's like, "Finally, no more steam."
Oh. I love that it happened when I wasn't even looking at that side. Like, oh yeah, you messed it up. Realistically, I thought that it would have been like the first one would have been the power. I guess not. Learning ex- Yes, cross the wires. Greatest enemy is rotating in this. part of the way. That's good. That. And okay. Knowing who's doing this as well is not giving me confidence in this situation, by the way.
How do you say that?
I'm the sister that breaks things. Anything? No, I don't. Okay.
It looks like I've forgotten a screw.
I know. I voila.
I think that's everything.
I don't fully trust the
Better test
piping on it
buttons,
though.
just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Oh god. Oh god.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look
Oh,
magical.
I can shake them.
Shake the fucking coffee maker.
Please don't make me do the. Am I gonna have to do the latte art? Oh god. I think you add this. Because you're supposed to add it and then you do the wiggly thing.
I thought they just used like a
Perfect
stencil
coffee.
basically.
All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
She said the perfect coffee. It looks so bad right now. Yeah. Oh, you have to. Yeah. There. Beautiful. Looks like crap.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit,
You fed it to your sister?
postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hope she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse.
What?
Well,
You
what
drew
she
a
doesn't know
horse.
won't hurt her.
Congratulations. One whole horse.
She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realized how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never.
Oh god.
Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carla.
Happy for them though. That's a nice way to end it though. I'm surprised that they didn't have like the girl and the dad have something, honestly.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was a nice game. I do recommend it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. What were your thoughts?
It was cozy. It was fun watching you fiddle with the little devices.
Occasionally brute force some wires. Learning experience. Yeah. I do enjoy these kinds of games, though. I think that they're fun. Moss enjoyed the puzzles. So, gonna mute for a second.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. I liked the game a lot, and the storytelling was good. I personally think that I want to play more games like this on stream. But I just have been sick this past week, so I didn't really put much effort into things to do with making content. But I wanted to play this game, and I didn't want to just leave people out of it, but I also didn't want to be live, so I thought I'd just do an uncut recording of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and or evening wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Or short, whatever happens, we'll see. But yeah, it was fun. Thanks for watching, guys.